Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and we've got some crazy leaks and one spoiler coming out of Kamigawa. And oh yes, I'm going to talk about Satoru Umezawa in a second, but first let's get to whatever the heck this is. There is a lot going on here, but I think I have an explanation as usual. Now, Wizards doesn't like leaks. We know this. They went off the one time that a whole entire sheet was stolen. They actually blamed us as a community and shamed us when it was one of the employees at their shitty contractor who has no standards, no security, no anything. Maybe get a better contractor? We've been telling you this for 15 years, Wizards. This ain't news. But speaking of printing contractors and third parties, I think that's who was responsible for this. So it looks incredibly staged, but they didn't layer the cards, hide part of it, take it from 50 meters away, and then leak it with a burner account to Reddit, okay? But it's oh, why would you put your phone in it? How did you take a photo with your phone in it? Well, they got some stupid weeb cherry blossom trees, I assume those are. When clearly this is from Europe. You know how I know? There's only one facility that does English and Italian. In fact, there's only one facility that prints Italian, which the top right card is Italian. And I believe it's the Belgian facility. So why would one be an Italian? And if you look really close at Nezumi Prowler, which I'll zoom up in a second when we show it off, the mana symbols, the alignment isn't quite right. And I think a couple others had slight errors or something, and they were cut wrong, or the edges were messed up, or they got crumpled by the machine. So I think at the end of the day, they ran off a ton of the English ones and a ton of the Italian ones, and then they have actual quality assurance there because it's not the one in Texas, it's the one that actually gives a crap about their quality. And so somebody just took a little handful, little 4 cards, pocketed them or whatever, off of the, printing defect, please, shred / burn / recycle these. That bin. And I've worked at a printing facility. They all have those. Now, if they were smart, they'd put a lock on it and a camera and tell people if you steal anything out of here, you're fired / Wizards is going to ruin your life. So I think these are real. I really do. Other than that, I would have said, you put a phone in it, you staged it, you put up a background. Ooh, one of them's Italian, one of them's crumpled. How mysterious. But I think it's actually a coincidence that it looks staged. I think this is actually legit. So with that said, let's jump into the first one. So 2/2 for 2 and Human Samurai, and the Order of Jukai accepts only the strongest of body and spirit. I will trade until I meet their expectations, which you haven't done because all you managed to do was get Mega Bushido. I think this is Bushido, but times 2. A little too disinterested and lazy to check, but whenever it blocks or becomes blocked, it gets +1/+1 till end of turn. I think Bushido was only one of those two. There's some mechanic in the game that does that, but yeah, now they didn't name it though. So I don't think this is on that many cards, and I think it's only on some of the Jukai cards. But even then, why not name it? If it's going to be a thing, and it's going to be a Jukai thing or a Samurai thing, why not give it a keyword? And I think the answer is because they probably would have called it Mega Bushido. So anyway, interesting. It's effectively a 3/3 for 2, which is always dangerous, but my god, is this leagues behind Steel Leaf Champion. This isn't even on the same planet as Steel Leaf Champion. That card was a disgrace to the game, and I pretty much called it discount Tarmogoyf the entire time it was out. So next up, Nezumi Prowler. I don't know if that's a specific family / guild / company of rat ninjas or if they're racially called the Nezumi. Once again, I could look it up, but I don't care about Kamigawa, and neither do you. But what's written on the cards is interesting to me. So, this is a 2-cost custom frame or showcase frame, whatever nickname they want to give it. The last one was the Fang frame or whatever for the vampires, for example. But this is in black in the uncommon slot, a 3/1 for 2. That's pretty big. White has one of them right now, and it's pretty bomb in draft. So, always watch out for that. It's pretty good. But then he has Ninjutsu. Now, look at the alignment of the mana symbol and the 1. That's a printing reject right there. That was the dead giveaway for this. So anyway, whenever it enters the battlefield, target creature you control gains Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn. So Ninjutsu is basically you swing with a ninja, and then you pay this cost, and you flip-flop them, and then you hit them with this instead. Theoretically, after they've already, blocked or not blocked. And I can't possibly say anything good about Ninjutsu. I hate it because my only exposure to it was putting it on, what's his name? Oh, Zareth San, which is still legal. 1 in 10,000 people on Arena play him. I think I saw him once in the last year. That's still too many times. Oh, look, I swung with a 1/1, and then I did this. Now I get to free cast your Ugin out of your graveyard, and I win. Oops. That piece of shit. I'm sure normal ninjutsu isn't that bad, and it's definitely going to be ninja tribal because it has to be by definition. But if you look it up on one of the magic wikis, the first line is ninjutsu is a keyword ability designed by Mark Rosewater. You don't even need to read past that point. It is very clear what they were trying to say by that sentence being first. So, I mean, what you do is you return an unblocked attacker you control to hand, and then put this card on the battlefield from your hand, tapped and attacking, effectively in its place. And I guess I thought it had to be a ninja, but it doesn't. Well, I believe there's only been like a tiny handful, like just over a dozen of these cards ever printed. So we'll see if they can manage to screw up ninjutsu this time. But whenever this thing enters the battlefield, target creature you control gains death touch and lifelink until end of turn in the middle of combat, theoretically, after blockers have already been determined. Theoretically. That is a nightmare scenario. This card is going to be bonkers ass crazy. And it's like a no-name, non-legendary uncommon. So I think we're in for some serious shit. Hey, speaking of serious shit, the unofficial sponsor of this video, because they didn't actually sponsor it, but it's just a referral link. Heyo. Easiest way to get sponsors on YouTube is to not. Oh, that's at least a haiku or something. That's some Kamigawa shit for real. But anyway, Planet Fitness, you've heard of them. They're everywhere. They're in like every major city in America. They're probably in other countries. I don't know. I didn't check. They're not paying me for this. If I refer some friends, I get a couple free months and save some money. So, hey. But let me just say, I mean, COVID sucks, winter sucks, the sun going down to like 4:30 sucks, and eventually I just felt like, I don't even want to do like daily household tasks, because, I'd have to drag out a ladder, that's outside, and I'd have to walk a little bit. Didn't really want to go anywhere or do anything, and it's just annoying, and I'm just like, you know what, I know how to solve this because I've been there before. I've exercised on and off, so went and got a gym membership back after not having it for pretty much all of COVID, and boy, did it change stuff. I mean, just the energy level and like the attitude the very next day, I mean, it got my metabolism up and I was just like ready to go. More alert, more awake, just less mopey and depressed and just everything, I tell you. So if you're feeling the same way, I mean, I didn't even mention, weight loss, which is what everybody thinks about when it comes to a gym. Nah. Cardio, blood pressure, physical capability. If you see my other channel, you don't have to mention it. Ability to run away from a threat or fight a threat. Like you be skinny, a little husky, you want to look good for the ladies, whatever. That's your thing. I'm all about energy level, attitude, and the ability to just generally not be completely physically inept. So if you want to go be a bodybuilder and get big muscles, cool, go do that. But like the number one thing that I think will affect most people's lives, whether you're losing weight quickly, slowly, not at all, don't even need to, whatever your situation is, it's the feeling, the outlook, the metabolism, the just everything, all the non-scale gains, as they say. And I am very, very glad that I signed up. Also, it was 4 times cheaper than my other gym. Thankfully, I moved across town because that's the only reason I had a membership at the other one. Oh, and they were assholes. Planet Fitness isn't. So link in the description. It's got like my referral code attached to it, and you would be pretty impressed by the app too, the Planet Fitness app. You can actually kind of like do everything from there. So yeah, check out if there's one near you, and check out all the cool features. So ad spot over. Let's jump into the rest of these weird ass spoilers. I mean leaks. Who knows? So next up, we got a crumply Kagachi made manifest. So there's a lot going on here. No mana cost. I'm not sure what that symbol at the top left is. It might indicate it's a 2-sided card. I have no idea. And there's no color identifier, but I think that's because the first line of text is, Kagachi made manifest is all colors. But how does it enter play? And that's what we don't have. So maybe there's another side to this. I think that's what that seashell symbol means. Doesn't it mean DFC? I don't know, whatever. So it's a dragon spirit enchantment creature, non-legendary, which I thought was weird because it's got the name Kagachi right in it, which I think is a proper noun. I don't know. I don't speak Japanese. But also it's flying trample 6/6. Hello. And whenever this card, attacks, defending player chooses a non-land card in your graveyard, return that card to your hand, and then Kagachi made manifest gets +X/+O until end of turn, where X is the mana value of that card. Pretty spicy, but a lot more fair of a card than, who's that flying vampire douche? That black thing that resurrects crap right in your face. Oh yeah, Flying Whip of Erebos. That's its name. So yeah, this isn't too bad, but I do wonder how it gets created and what's going on here. Do note that it says enchantment creature, so those are going to be a thing. That's pretty cool. And I saved the best for last. I'm too lazy to look up a translation, but wouldn't it be way more fun if I just absolutely BS my way through this because I actually speak Spanish, not Italian. So this is Something of Flame. It's 1 red +X. It's an instant, and it inflicts 1 damage to a creature or planeswalker. Target creature or planeswalker. Sorry, in English we put the adjective before the noun. And then it's either if you or if they control. I'm not sure on the pronoun reference there. But I believe we have something new here. I thought this was just confusing in Italian, but it's, I believe, if whoever it's referring to controls a creature that's modified while casting this magic, I think it is, then inflict X plus 2 instead. So it does 2 more damage if you're targeting a modified creature, and then they even have reminder text. Now, do they just not capitalize keywords in Italian? I don't think they would fail to do that. But modificata, lowercase. But I believe it says equipped creatures or creatures with an aura, or, and then I have no idea what the third one is, like are considered modified, I think is vaguely the phrase. That's the least amount of words in there I know. And then the flavor text, I think I know 3 of those words, and I'll give you a hint. It's not the nouns, adjectives, or verbs. So it's thing, ? And then may I dab on the haters, I believe is what it says. Well, Italian's kind of weird. Portuguese is worse. So whatever this does or means kind of has implications for the rest of the set. But yeah, I mean, Heat Ray Plus is what this is. And Heat Ray's a classic. Everybody loves Heat Ray. Last time it was legal, I think it was like M14. But yeah, hey. Actually, I think Heat Ray can't hit Planeswalkers, so this is actually like a really good card. I will take literally anything that kills Lolth. Anything. I don't care what it is. And you know what? Liliana fake teacher card, that bitch needs to burn too. So lastly, we got a card that, well, if you check your email and you gave them a valid email when you signed up for Arena, you already saw this. It's Satoru Umezawa, or Satoru, I don't know. You Romanize it and then you don't put accent marks on there. I'm just going to have to guess at this point. But you know what? I ain't no weeb and I don't give a shit if I'm pronouncing it correctly or not. But what I do know is it's a 3-cost blue-black 2/4 human ninja legendary, of course. And whenever you activate a stupid ninjutsu ability on a stupid ninja, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This ability triggers only once each turn. So it's like double reverse secret backwards extra ninjutsu. It's a hand feeder, but I mean, you know, the card that you activate the ninjutsu target on gets bounced back to your hand anyway, so it's not like you're losing a card. But now you get a free, like, triple scry draw thing. So, okay, but you already burned up a ton of your mana on ninjutsu. The problem is, each creature in your hand has ninjutsu. Oh, with a cost of 4 double colors. I mean, that locks it down pretty hard. I don't think this is going to ruin Standard, but who gives a crap about Standard? Everybody's talking about this card in the context of, like, Commander, Vintage, Legacy, like, everything else. Modern even. I mean, if you thought that Changelings were bad enough, or Shapeshifters, or whichever one is the root, or the high level, whatever. Well, now, Emrakul, all the Eldrazi Titans, they're ninjas. Blightsteel Colossus, I think somebody made a meme of that one. He's a ninja, woo! This is such a bullshit card for 3, quite honestly. Is it too early to call for this to be banned in Commander? Oh, your whole entire deck can be free cast for 4. All you need is something to swing. I mean, yeah, this guy in your command slot, I mean, 1 kill spell, he's gone. So it's like in Standard, like I said, he'll be tricky, interesting, and good. If you get off the combo, good for you. It's already hyper color locked, and nobody really plays those colors right now. And if they do, they're playing zombies. So this card has absolutely nothing going for it except for itself in Standard right now. Now, who knows? You can go full Kamigawa Ninja Tribal. I don't know. But right now it looks, you know, good but not game-wrecking. But then in every other format, people are like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, we need more pseudo-free casting shit. I mean, yeah, you're paying 4, but like, if you're getting a discount of 12, it's a free cast, okay? Okay, it's not free casting. I'll call it coupon casting. You got a discount. It's a significant discount. Well, at least it's not direct free casting. You could whiff on the top 3 too. I mean, who knows? One of them by just sheer math should be a land on average. Maybe you won't get anything good. And plus, if you're not running kill spells and board wipes, then you're not playing Standard. Or if you are, you aren't winning. So, you know, maybe that's another third. So maybe the third card, because 2/3 are already reserved, at least in Standard I'm talking, is going to be a creature. So you get a choice of like 1 creature basically. No, all Ninja Tribal might have like 8 removals. I might be a little more optimistic, but I don't think you can have a tribal creature density above 40% in today's meta. I just don't see it. Even zombie decks don't do that. They run some enchantments. Some of them even run equipment. Some of them run planeswalkers. Okay, it just is what it is. But in very, very purpose-built modern and legacy, vintage, and even some commander decks, you could really do some messed up crap with this guy. And that's what people are already up in arms about when they saw this. So the fact that Wizards would be like, here, Merry Christmas, I just ruined it. Send us an email on, I think, the 24th. And this is the card they spoil when they said there's no more spoilers until like what, January 12th or something? Hey guys, just a reminder email that spoilers start for this new set in mid-January, so here's a spoiler. Like, do they even think about these things before they do them? And then this is the card they send. Wow. They could have at least spoiled it on like Black Friday so you could shop for your frickin' Commander deck just in time for the Commander community to pre-ban this piece of crap. So yeah, I don't know. As long as it doesn't touch Standard, that's all I play for now. I mean, other than like Artisan and some silly stuff. But I'm not that worried about Commander because it's policed by the community. Your group of friends is basically in charge of their own playlist. Did I say playlist? Ban list. Well, for us, it was, yes, we'll allow you to play these 5 decks, and those 2 decks you have, we aren't going to allow you to play. So it was a playlist. And after like 8.5 years on YouTube, if you don't know that I don't care about Legacy and Vintage at this point, I can't help you. So I'm not concerned. Do I think the card's in horribly poor taste? Yes. But you know what'll make you feel way better about this? Working out at Planet Fitness. So call back to that. Link in the description. That's all I got to say about these crazy-ass cards. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, watch for lots of streaming in the next couple days.